Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. It's Sunday evening and I am here to share with you the final version of my Just Junk Journal Challenge journal. I finished it today. I had done an interim as far as the pages, and then the first one was just these things that I used to make the journal. So this is the third video. Welcome to my channel. I want to thank all my subscribers. I really appreciate you. I can't even tell you how much. It's so awesome. I can't believe I reached 100 and now I'm over 100. Now that I've finished this journal, my next task or plan is to go ahead and organize a giveaway. So I will be working on that in the next few days, and hopefully soon I will be able to come on and tell you about the giveaway and then do a drawing. So what I did was, and I'm going to try not to review and repeat what I've already said, but what I want to show you in detail is the ephemera, because I haven't shown you that yet. So you're seeing the outside of the journal here, and I think it came out really cute. I'm going to make sure I'm all in frame here. Let me put this up a little tiny bit, because this is a standard size traveler's notebook, so it's 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. And these are 2 envelopes I made to go along with it, and I'm going to put more goodies in here, but this is an envelope made out of a green file folder. There's one thing in there now, and then there's quite a few things in this one. So they're just made with a green file folder, and they're stitched around a zigzag stitched together. So I was going to decorate them, and I thought, well, maybe the person that gets this would like to decorate them, because I think that would be a lot of fun. I mean, it would be for me. So I'm going to let whoever gets this journal, I'm going to list it in my Etsy shop soon. I can't do it right now because we're having an ice storm today, and everything is iced over, and we have electricity, but we don't have internet. So I'm not sure when I'll even be able to upload this video. That will be determined when Spectrum comes out, and you know, I assume that everyone on our street and neighborhoods without internet, so whenever they get it reconnected, and whenever we get reconnected, I'll upload this video. But for now, that's the envelopes. And then what I did was make a magazine journal for the Just Junk Journal Challenge. Everything was either in the trash or headed for the trash that I used. I talked about the fact that I was cutting out words in my last video, my second one for this challenge, and so these are some of the words. This says Adventure Inside, and this is like a band that I made as the closure, because you can only use certain things, and I didn't have any ribbon, like throwaway ribbon that matched, that I could use. So I made this band from the green file folder. It's stapled in the back with tiny attacher staples, and it has the words Adventure Inside, and it just slips off, comes up best kind of over the top, because the bottom part is a little thicker, so it just slides up off over the top like that. That's what it is. So here's the front. Let me open it up for you. I used green and white baker's twine to stitch that match, you know, the green on the cover here, and I did a 5 stitch. I wanted it to be really sturdy instead of the normal. I normally do the 3-hole stitch, but I did a 5-hole stitch this time. I had been thinking about doing that and wanted to try it on this one to see if I felt like it was stronger, and I do feel like it's really strong and sturdy. So without delay, I will show you the inside here. Inside is a pocket, and I have ephemera in here. This is a piece from the magazine that I backed with security envelope and stitched around. this is a piece of a card that I made into a tag. We were allowed to use one punch, so I used my hole punch as my punch, and we were allowed to use pins or paper clips, and 4 of those, like pins or paper clips. So I used a pin here. This was actually, I saved from a piece of clothing. You know how they don't do it so much anymore, but they used to more often pin a tag in with a little pin inside your clothing. So that's what I saved that little pin from, a piece of clothing. This was on the box that I showed in my video at the beginning, the first one. That was the handle on a gift box that I had. So I cut that off and cut it up and used it on my tags. And this is a little hard. I cut out by hand. It matched well with this tag, and it's yellow and on one side and orange on the other side. So I thought that came out really pretty. And this was packaging that I thought I liked the green, and it also goes, you know, with the kind of green theme here on the cover, and made that into a tag. So I've already talked about the pages, so I won't go into detail about those again. As one of my clips, I used a paper clip. You know, you could use them use the paper clips when you're binding, and I think that carried over to, you can just, you know, use those as part of the journal too. So I clipped on a pocket here that I made out of some of the inside of a security envelope, and I used a layering here of some security envelope and a word that says contents. And in here I just have a bunch of goodies for someone to decorate with and have fun with. I put some postage stamps in here. Some they're used, you know, for mail that you're gonna get in and throw out. So I saved those, and I thought someone could have fun decorating these tags. I did age them. We weren't allowed to use really our distress ink, I don't believe. I couldn't read the rules again today because I can't get on the internet. I usually read them over and over again as I go through doing things, and I couldn't do that because, so I just kind of had to remember what the rules were. This is a piece I cut out from a registration flyer that I got in the mail, and it has like name, address, and things like that. So I thought that would be fun for someone to possibly use that in here, and then someone could decorate these tags. But what I was saying was about aging or distressing. I used a brown marker. We were allowed to choose one, like pen or marker or something to use, and so I chose a brown marker so I could use it for aging, and also if I needed to write anything, which I didn't end up writing anything, or, you know, writing words or anything, but I did use it for the distressing factor on those, around the edge of those tags. And then I put a word right here that says field notes. I thought that went well with the orange on here, the yellow and orange, and this has lines on it, so I thought that was really cute and went together well. I think I'm trying to get a cold today. Okay, so this page was that gift bag. I did put a flip up here. This is a piece of security envelope again. Some words I cut out, it says first class there, and some tags I made, journaling spots. I backed this picture with some, that looks like white paper, and then this I backed with manila file folder, and those are all sewn around. Everything's pretty much sewn around or sewn in here, which ended up good because you could only pick one glue, and I probably would have wanted to pick, if I had to glue more, I probably would have picked Fabri-Tac, but I didn't have to glue that much, so I just used a glue stick. If there's anything you want to know how I did it, just put a comment on the back or the under this video, and I will be glad to write you back and let you know what I did or how I did it. I did put a little homemade sticker here. It says Field Guide Scout on here. I just thought that was fun to put on a book page, you know, something kind of unexpected. And I did age around that too with that brown marker. If you want to know about the pages, just watch that second video, because that's where I talk about all the pages. Just basically showing you a flip through and the ephemera right now as the final video for this junk journal. I talked about that in the second video. Just sew that on there as a decoration. In this pocket I have an envelope that I made out of the cat calendar that I showed. It is zigzag stitched around, and it is an envelope to have fun with, so I thought that came out cute. And then I have a tag I made out of, in the magazine they have like advertisements for other magazines. So this was an advertisement for HGTV magazine, so I made that into a tag. It's sewn all the way around, and it is backed with manila folder. And then this one is also a journaling spot picture. It's a milk can that I thought was cute, and it's stitched around and backed with security envelope. There's 3 items in there. I just love how this turned out. It's so cool and pretty, even though it's made out of trash. What most people would consider trash, but not us crafters, right? Okay, this is the belly band, and on here I put 2 more envelopes made from the cat calendar. So there's that one and that one. I thought they came out really cute and fun, and I just kind of hung them over the belly band here to keep them in. They fit in there just right. On this page I made a whole bunch of tags out of some of the scraps from the file folders. There's just a bunch tied on here with green and white baker's twine and in a bow, so you can just, if you want to use them, you just untie that and take them off and use them as you wish, but it also works as a nice little kind of embellishment. But there's probably about 10 or so tags on, little mini tags on there. Those came out cute. Here's the side tuck on this page with, I have, this is a piece of paper. It's a piece of craft from the gift bag, and I'm going to try to hold this close to the camera. Maybe you can see it better on this side. So you can see the stitching. I did some embroidery on there. My thoughts were just I wanted to do a piece of embroidery to put in here, so I embroidered on paper, and it is sewing machine sewn embroidery. Then I hadn't tried this particular stitch before, and it came out, I thought, really cute. So I want to do that some more, and then you could just really, I thought it could also be a journaling spot. So that's what that's about. And then this is another envelope made from that travel envelope that I received in the mail. I received travel brochures in it, and it's a really sturdy kind of, it was a really sturdy kind of thick envelope, so it made a really cool feeling. It almost feels like file folder, even though it was paper. That's how thick it feels. But I made it into a coin envelope, so it's stitched around, and then it has a little flap here. I aged it with that brown marker, and also I like to do that to cover up, because you know when you cut paper sometimes you see that white edge, and I wanted to cover that up, so I did that with the brown marker and just made this cute little coin envelope. So that was really fun. It says "Join Us For" on the front of it, so just fun stuff. And let me see if I can get that back in there. I'm running into my paper here. Put it in together. There we go. Okay, and then we're at the middle. And what I have in here, the goodies I have, are a bookmark made from some junk mail. I thought that color was pretty, and I just any corners that are rounded I did myself with scissors. I didn't use my corner punch because we're not allowed to, we were only allowed 1 punch, like I already said, and I used my hole punch. So to deal with corners, I either did an angle or I just rounded it myself with my scissors. This is a journaling card I made out of that gift box that I showed in my first video, and some of that ribbon, this ribbon was the handle on that gift box. So, and it was from something I received, and so it was an old thing that I should have thrown out, but just held on to. Anyway, I made a tag out of that gift box, and this was in the magazine, and it's a little button card, but it's just a picture of a button card, and I thought it was so cute that it looked like almost looks like a real button card, and I backed it with, it feels like yellow paper, and sewed around and left the strings. I just thought that was cute. this side I have a tag made from, this just jumped out at me. It was the month of January with this cat on the calendar, just like this, and I thought that would make a really cute tag. You can see the calendar. I kind of like the calendar too on the back because you have all these squares. You can do something fun with those. So that's a big tag there. You can write on in all those little squares or something. This is a little mini tag I made with, it just had some lined paper, and I kind of thought that was cute to make it into a little mini journaling card. Another button card sewn with craft paper. Oh, this was from the brown paper bag that's on the back. It's sewn all the way around. I think those are came out so cute. They look like, if you didn't know they weren't real, they almost, you know, they almost look real. And this is a little tiny picture that was in the magazine, kind of like it was hanging on the wall. I thought it was so cute. And it looked very vintage, so I cut it out, backed it with some yellow, I think that was yellow paper from an envelope, and sewed that around. So those just came out real cute. A tuck here with a tag from a picture in the magazine, backed it with manila folder, and it's sewn all the way around. This is sewn all the way around. It's another milk can, but it's a bigger tag with security envelope on the back. This is, I just had sitting in here. It's a little, I wanted to use this Campbell's recipe card. My family member threw this out at Christmas, so I rescued it from the trash, and I wanted to use it in here, but it was kind of like too big. It would have been sticking out. So I ended up folding it in half, putting a bunch of scraps in here and making kind of a little mini Just Junk journal. So it's coming along with this journal, the mini one. And it's got the cover here made from the recipe card. And then a piece of security envelope is in here, a piece of brown envelope, security cat calendar. So you can see it just came out of this piece of brown envelope. So just really cute. Fun little thing to have fun with there. And then, let me put it over to the side for a second. We're on the back half here. I think I showed this. This is just the several pieces of coffee dyed paper here that I have sewn on this page to write on and have fun with. And then in this pocket, a couple of tags. I used to have goats, so whenever I see a goat, I have to, you know, I saw this in the magazine and I had to cut it out. It's so cute. It's backed with white paper sewn all the way around. So it's a little journaling card there, a little cute goaty journaling card. A milk can backed with security envelope and sewn all the way around. I'm telling you, I keep saying sewn all the way around because it's white thread and I don't know if you can see it. So excuse my repeating myself, but I just don't know if you can see it in the camera. Okay, I made, I think you already saw one of these. This is the second one. The other one was in the front. This one says ready. It's a little pocket made from security envelope. And I have a bunch of goodies in here. Let me see. I've got postage stamps. And I've got some tags, a bunch of tags made from, this was packaging, and I liked that design. It kind of looked very vintagey. And then I had a red file folder that was, you know, in my trash stash. So I made 2 tags out of those. And those are all in this. And held on by my 4th clip that we're allowed to have 4 clips. So that's the 4th one, I believe. It might, if I see it, maybe that, I think that's actually the 3rd one. The 4th one's in the back here. So I put a little sticker on here. It says quick tip, again on the book page. I just think that's cool. And pocket here, another flip up. I like this old-fashioned truck that they put a picture of in the Country Living magazine. It's always in this certain section. I angled the corners so it kind of looked like a little label or a sticker. And then 2 tags. This is made from a magazine picture in the magazine, sewn all the way around. This is sewn also, another one of the advertisements for magazines that were in that magazine. And then we're at the back. The back pocket has, this is a piece from that travel envelope where I got the brochures. It's, like I said, pretty sturdy, almost like cardstock, so I just made it like a little journaling card. Those corners are rounded with my scissors. So, and then this is also a, well, there's 3 of them in here. This is a journaling card. I rounded the corners on this one, and this one I made into a tag. And I just thought those were pretty, so I went ahead and put those in there. This is another piece from a registration junk mail I got. It was an advertisement for a seminar, and it says it's a registration information, and it has, you know, name and address and stuff like that. So I thought that was just, if somebody wanted to put their name and address on something and put it, you know, inside the cover. And then this is the tag with the last pin I have on here, another heart that I cut out, and a piece of the handle from the box and that card. This was the front of the card, and I just cut it in half and made 2 tags, angled the corners there and everything. So that came out really pretty. So that's my Just Junk journal. I hope everybody liked it, and I really love it. I like the color green anyway, so that's probably what attracted me to this cover, to use this one. And I love Country Living magazine. So anyway, that's it. This was totally fun. I want to thank everyone for their kind comments on my videos, all my videos really, but also you know, all the people in the challenge. We all support each other, and so I really enjoy seeing people's comments and ask, you know, if you ask a question, I try to get back to it as soon as possible and answer it. And like I said, my internet's down right now, so if I haven't answered a question or responded to a comment, that's because I don't have internet and I can't get online. So it's kind of painful not to be able to get on the internet, but it'll be back soon, I'm sure, and then I can upload this video. But here you can see it got pretty chunky, but I just love how it looks, and it will be going in my Etsy shop as soon as I get the internet back. So thank you for watching today. Thank you, Julie, for organizing this challenge, and it was totally fun. I really enjoyed it, and you know, we'll see. It's going to the end of January, so good luck to everybody, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.